Shaheen Afridi versus Andrew Balbirnie once again, as Balbirnie watched all the action that last over. He's going to take on the fielder. Good running from Andrew Balbirnie. Went sent it left of Babar Azam in mid-off. Always a single there.
Shaheen persisting with that fuller length, but his lines are much better than Nasim's.
Just won't get the pace off the pitch that you might elsewhere in the world, because it's so early in the season as well. Here, really good pitch, but we've seen good lift, but probably not the pace that Shaheen Afridi would want. That's a better length. Look at that bounce as he welcomes Lorcan Tucker out to the middle.
Pulled up the length on that occasion. Shaheen has mixed it up with his length. Like I said earlier, in terms of his line, he hasn't erred. And that is good to see, because Shaheen had, like I said, become a bit predictable in his first spell, searching for that Yorker all the time. But this spell, he's mixing it up, keeping the batters guessing.
Well, that's a big heave-ho from Lorcan Tucker. It's the in-between length, and Afridi can't quite believe that that's missed.
Yeah, Lorcan Tucker is only arrived just recently at the crease, but he's already had enough. His power play really makes batters think that they have to go big. This is the talk all over the world. Sometimes, if you look at Pakistan's innings as well, they huffed and puffed a lot in the power play, but they didn't make much. But they didn't lose many wickets either, so that gave them the platform come over number 6 or 7 to 10, where they really went berserk.
Well, he's found the gap there. Doesn't try and hit it too hard. Lorcan Tucker uses all the pace on offer from Shaheen Afridi, and he gets off the mark with a boundary.
That is a sublime piece of timing. Not looking to hit the ball hard at all. Just picked up the length, covered the line, just hands through the ball. Beautiful flow of the hands. And the placement was superb as well.
Well, that's prompted a change in the field. Slip comes out now, and extra cover in place. Just gives Afridi a bit more license to pitch it up. And he's completely bamboozled there, Lorcan Tucker, but drawn into a false shot as he practices what he should have done, but definitely did not do.
Yeah, he got deceived. Great deception there from Shaheen Afridi. He thought to himself, he's using my pace against me. I'm not going to give him any pace. And Tucker was into his stroke way too early. He probably wasn't anticipating a slow delivery. Shaheen was just one step ahead of him.
Brilliant bowling from the fast bowler, recognising the youthfulness and pace off. Bouncer now, and helped to 45, but can't beat the fielder. So just the 5 in that over of Afridi, and after 3, Ireland 19 for 1.
So halfway through the power play, 3 overs have been bowled. Ireland 19 for 1.
So our first change in the bowling for the Pakistan innings. M.Mairaj, the left-arm spinner, coming into the attack. Do you reckon this is a good change inside the power play?
It is, because M.Mairaj is quite accustomed to bowling with the new ball, actually, and since his and Amir's return into the fold, Pakistan has got many options in the power play with the new ball. Of course, Amir can bowl with the new ball as well. Nasim, when he's at his best, he's prolific. Shaheen, we all know about it. And M.Mairaj, if the conditions suit, he could really be a handful. So Pakistan really have too many resources, you have to say.
Well, straight on the sweep, Balbirnie manages to miss the fielder at square. 1 bounce and 4 runs. Welcome to the game and to Ireland, M.Mairaj.
You just tuck him up and then he bowls right into the pads. And once again, not trying to hit it too hard. It was just a placement that was superb, and the timing was great. M.Mairaj's angle was working in his favor.
Well, you have to be careful with Balbirnie with the sweep shot because he's so good at it and he can pick up the line very quickly. So bowling outside off is the order of the day. Plenty of protection, 5 fielders saving a single. But he does find the gap between the fielders in between the 2 points. Andrew Balbirnie, well, he likes this bowling change 4 more.
This is terrific batting because Ahmad cannot angle the ball into Balbirnie. He got punished with the sweep shot. He changes his line and Balbirnie is good enough to once again carve it through the offside. The timing has been superb. He hasn't broken sweat yet with any of his boundaries. That is great bit of batting from Andrew Balbirnie. Ireland would need him in this run chase.
That's better, much better line. You have to be straight, but not too straight that you get swept. So not a huge margin for error for the left arm spinner, especially inside the power play. Just 2 fielders out, square and long on. And just holds the pace back. Good bowling from the left arm spinner.
And also it tells you international cricket is completely different to the franchise cricket. Ahmad was bossing PSL, especially towards the knockout stages of the game, the crunch games. He was really on fire, but ever since he's come back to the Pakistan side with a different role, he has found it a little difficult to repeat that form. Over comes to an end. 4 gone, Ireland 27 for 1. Thank you.
A second change in the bowling, Abbas Afridi replacing Shaheen Afridi. So more seam. They're opting to change back to seam after Ahmad was taken for 8 runs in his first over. So it wasn't too bad considering those couple of early boundaries in his over. Lifted into the leg side, there's a fielder in the deep and he takes the catch. Just didn't get hold of that one. Lorcan Tucker didn't time it well enough, sends it straight into the waiting hands and Ireland lose their second.
Was it a change of pace from Abbas Afridi? He's really good with those back of the hand change-ups, but first delivery, the line was straight but it didn't come onto the bat and just bottom part of the bat it sailed to the fielder. It wasn't a clean connection. You could tell from the reaction of Tucker as soon as he hit it, he knew that he hasn't got it off the meat, and Abbas Afridi make an instant impact on the game. Tucker gone for 4, Ireland 27 for 2. Who was the catch?
Is Harry Taggart.
So Lorcan Tucker not able to get going there at all. That brings Harry Tector out into the middle. Good catch, an easy catch though in the end for Fakhar Zaman. And Harry Tector just going about making sure that his working surface is in order. Somebody who I think he's not on the sideline hoping people don't get out, hoping for he's itching to get out there in the middle, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's an impact player for this Ireland team. I mean, his form lately has been pretty good. Ireland need him though.
That was a better way to play it. Just held off Harry Tector, pushes it into the leg side for a single. I just think Lorcan Tucker didn't pay attention to where the fielder was in the deep there. That's why he'll be so disappointed with that dismissal. Not a great delivery to start from Afridi. He won't get much easier wickets than that.
Yeah, especially he's filling himself in, like I said, in the Pakistan innings, in the power play. Even if you don't get off to a flying start, you don't lose too many wickets, so you stay in the game. And there does come a phase where you can just launch an assault. For that, you need to have wickets in hand. Playing a miss again. Any run chase that will be derailed with the regular loss of wickets. You need a partnership. It's better if you get one at the top for the first or second wicket. Even now, I mean, if these two can just assess the situation. Pakistan will come hard. Pakistan has very little defensive tactics when it comes to bowling. They're always at you. They don't bowl defensive lines and lengths. They will be coming at you. They want wickets. So they may give you opportunities along the way as well.
Another full one on the pads. Easy single for Tector and Balbirnie. Well, Pakistan 38 for 1 in their power play, so underscoring for them, and they're not the most attacking, well, they're not the most successful in power plays. They generally get around 50 though, so that will have been under what they're hoping to get. But Ireland are making it look like they're chasing down 200, 210 here with the intent and the swings across the line. We're seeing proper cricket shots be the ones that by and large have worked so far today. Once you get it through the infield here in Clontarf, very difficult to chase the ball down. And that one clipped into the leg side. Lots of work to do and missed in the end as Harry Tector scores his first boundary of his innings.
Exactly what you said. If you're looking to bludgeon the ball, you haven't yielded much. But if you're looking to time the ball, it really races across. Once again, playing it late, roll of the wrist. You'd have to say the line was too straight, but the timing was sublime. It only was 10 yards away from that sweeper, and he just couldn't get around.
A splendid shot from Harry Tector, who's looked relaxed since coming out into the middle. Doesn't seem to feel the same pressure to score as we've seen the other Ireland batters do. Looks to try and beat the offside, but plenty of protection in there. So the wicket and 6 runs from that first Afridi over, and after 5, Ireland 33 for 2.
Ireland would be disappointed with the 2 wickets. Balbirnie is still in there, but Sterling with a magnificent 6 went immediately after that, and Tucker, who hit a boundary, also went soon after. Tector has made a positive start. These two would need to bat for a little longer. Pakistan.
Well, there is batting to come, Camphor and Dockrell, but they won't want to lose another wicket inside the power play, Ireland. Balbirnie and Tector need to put in some hard yards here as they move from the power play into the middle overs. A slower delivery to start very smart bowling.
Naseem Shah is back. Just a 1 over for Ahmad from the far end.
Well, I would say that if you're Pakistan, you want to keep the left-arm spinner away from Andrew Balbirnie. That's his matchup that he favours. So good on the sweep, especially inside the power play. Once you can pack the leg side field, then I think you can think about coming back. Quicker delivery from Shah. Fielder in the deep is in backward point and keeps it to just a single. Good field placement from Pakistan.
A couple of overs ago, or even in Naseem's first over, you mentioned that the third man was really wide, almost backward a point.
Yeah, they've got a third almost in fly slip, I should say. So close. So they always say throw the kitchen sink at it and it goes past slip. It could go into that fielder's hands. Third and fine inside the ring, which enables Naseem to bowl a little bit fuller and outside off.
If you bowl out, though, it's very difficult to predict the angles. If he middles it, it's going to go somewhere in front of square. If he gets an edge, God knows where it will go.
Well, there's the short ball, helped leg side. He gets it early enough, does Harry Tector. Almost like he was expecting that one. Stunning shot. And that's another 4 runs to the total.
Yeah, the key was fast hands. He got the hands really quickly out in front. That allowed him go through with the shot. The line from Naseem was good, but he picked the length very nicely and way in front of square. There was protection in the deep. Square leg was around, but it went to his left. That is good batting. We've seen some good strokes in this Irish innings so far.
Well, there's another slower delivery. Good comeback from Naseem Shah. He was just taken for a boundary. Just didn't try and overhit it, Harry Tector. That's been That's been the theory from him that maybe we've been missing from the other Irish batters. He's been comfortable to just push the ball through the offside, use the pace.
Yeah, when there has been pace on offer, if you're looking to time the ball, the Irish boundaries have been very, very good. And at this stage in power play, they're matching Pakistan.
They just managed to find that third on the ring. It was by no means easy to stop that going for a boundary so short behind the stumps as well.
But once again, you notice he's prepared to just allow the ball to come on. He's not going hard at it. Probably that's what they've realized in that first phase, that it's better to just wait for the ball. There's plenty of gaps behind square as well. Like he said, if he only had to beat that fielder at short third, or very fine short third.
Well, Balbirnie helps himself to another slower ball. One bounce over the rope over cover for a classy boundary to close out that over. 10 runs from it and finishes the power play with a 4. So at the end of the power play, Ireland are 43 for 2.
First power play complete, and 3 for the last of 2 innings. 6 overs have been bowled, and 83.
And so thank you to Shah Faisal, who will take a break for now. Delighted to welcome back into the commentary position Alan Wilkins.
Hi, Izzy, and I've got the binoculars on because I can tell you that we're not used to sun this strong. The sunshine is so strong, so I'm actually looking through binoculars. The sun is on the scoreboard, 43 for 2, 6 overs gone. And it is a beautiful, beautiful evening here. It's 5:30, coming up to 5:30 in the afternoon here in Dublin. Andy Balbirnie on 18 and Harry Techt at 10. These two are the two top order stalwarts, the two guys who really got to see Ireland at least to a big partnership to get them into a position where they can threaten Pakistan. Pakistan with their 182 for 6 on the board. Shadab Khan. Can't go yet. There's a bit of a problem. It's been an amazing match, Izzy, in the sense that both teams started with the seam bowlers, naturally, brand new ball, but with 2 slips, and not just for the first over, for the first 3 or 4 overs. Shadab.
Absolutely. Well, they felt like they could take some wickets, but almost like there was too much bounce on offer when the ball missed the bat, that it missed by a long way. So no real chances going that way, but you could see why they got a little bit excited with the lift that has been shown in this wicket.
Balbirnie sweeps on length as well.
That was almost a heart in the mouth moment for Balbirnie.
Just a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, that could have gone straight into the hands. That would have been incredible. Just a little tickle and it almost flew to the boundary.
It's a good thing as well about Harry Techt, the way he bats. He's got an awareness that he's not just going to stand there and try and belt boundaries, but he keeps that scoreboard ticking over. For a big man, he's very quick between the wickets, isn't he?
Yeah, really good awareness. If he's not going to try and hit it hard, he makes sure he turns strike over.
Should be a couple. Could be 4, in fact. That's really well timed from Andy Balbirnie. You just see Azam Khan, the keeper as well, giving a bit of feedback to Shadab, saying you're bowling the wrong line. You've got to bowl it more off stump.
Really elegant stuff from Balbirnie. But it was a full toss, so Shadab Khan hasn't got his length right, never mind the line yet. I think he's a little bit worried about the straight boundaries here that he's having to bowl to.
Through extra this time, or through point, always the man out there for the leg spinner.
Well, I think as well with that shot, Andrew Balbirnie has taken a leaf out of Harry Tector's book because he just pushed it into the gap.
Yeah.
He wasn't worried about hitting a 6 or blasting it for 4. Willing to just place it and let the quick outfield do the work for him.
Now they'll settle for another one, just a single this time. End of the 7th over, it's 52 for 2. 52 for 2. Ireland chasing 183 to win this match. The first of 3 T20 internationals today, Sunday and Tuesday in the Floki tournament. Floki is a cryptocurrency, I learned. Not that I'm a dealer.
You learn something new every day.
I have no idea what it is.
With a change in the bowling, M.Mairaj Wasim coming on for his second over.
You enjoying it?
Well, the left arm spinner coming back into the attack now outside the power play. A good placement from Tector, but won't manage to come back for 2. I think he's a little bit disappointed that he didn't manage to place that a little bit better.
You know, just as well, the added incentive for both these teams is that they're playing with the World Cup. The ICC Men's T20 World Cup is just around the corner. Well, that's a misfield. Naseem Shah. And the misfield costs a run for his team. And I think that gives an edge to this series. Because Pakistan, yes, they've brought this team, this squad of 18 over, but you know, you've got players like Ahmad Jamal and possibly Mohammad Haris who want to get back into the side and could easily force their way back into the side. Runs again here for this time.
Well, uses the pace again. Does Andy Balbirnie, makes M.Mairaj Wasim bowl a little bit too far outside off stump because of the way that he's able to sweep the ball, and a misfield in point means that he'll get another boundary. So 2 misfields and 2 balls from Pakistan, which won't please their captain and certainly won't please the bowler.
And it won't please Wahab Riaz, who's in this top position with PCB. Had a good chat with him before the match, and he loves the talent that Pakistan has at its disposal. It's a very fine line between harnessing that talent into a winning machine, a winning team, a winning mentality. You've got players, you've got the strengths, and you might say the same about Ireland as well.
Absolutely, but for Pakistan, slight difference because they're all jostling to try and get in the 11, whereas Ireland, it feels like, apart from Josh Little coming back in, they pretty much know their 11.
Sweep. Should be 4. It will be 4.
A little bit of a teaser. Naseem felt like he was in the game there for a while, but a 4 to close out that over. 11 from it, and at the end of the 8th, Ireland are 63 for 2.
Ireland 63 for 2.
Well, this is game on here in Clontarf, one of the lovely suburbs of the city of Dublin. What number are we? Dublin what? What are we?
God, you're testing me something that I don't think I've had to write a letter to anyone in Clontarf, so I'm not sure. It's Dublin 3.
Dublin 3. Right, I'll settle for Dublin 3. But it's a beautiful cricket ground. It's rustic. It's intimate. It's very different. I doubt that many of these Pakistan cricketers have played on grounds like this. Abbas Afridi.
Interesting you talk about these guys wouldn't be used to playing on grounds like this. An overwhelming memory of mine from my youth is watching West Indies play here, and Brian Lara was lying out on the ground, just lying out on the ground in the middle there with a big crowd of Irish youngsters around him, giving him a bit of room, and he just was lying there chatting to different people. I've got a great picture of me and my twin sister waiting, hoping to get his autograph at the age of 9 or 10.
Did you get it?
We did, of course. They were so friendly.
Well done, Brian Lara. Shot. Goodness me, that's a great shot. That's one of the shots of the match from Harry Tector. Balance, poise, power, everything in that shot in such elegant fashion as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is an incredible shot, because have a look at the way his arms move as he hits this. It doesn't even get full extension. It's just the forearms, a short arm jab. That's literally just the forearms that's hit that for 6. So and that's the long side of the ground as well. It's not a small hit, that one. Manages to launch it for 6.
Going to go back for 2. They're going to get 2. There's pressure on these Pakistan fielders. I must say, I do enjoy watching Abbas Afridi bowl. He reminds me of a wonderful bowler for Pakistan, Umar Gul, and I was informed before the match that it's funny you should say that, because he's actually related to Umar Gul. He's a nephew, I believe, of Umar Gul. I just think the way he runs in is Umar Gul.
It's also his load up, very like Umar Gul,
isn't it? Yeah, right there,
here,
and there. You're right. The load up. And he's wearing 55, which is the number that Umar Gul.
That's lovely. He needs to maybe create his own journey, though. It's hard to live in the shadow of a family member, I think. So I'm interested to see these chosen the same number.
Yeah, well, he's got years ahead of him to learn his craft. But he can do it. Again, there's that short arm jab from Tector. Harry Tector stands tall. He's a tall lad. He's about 6'4", 6'5". Towers above you. When you stand in front of him, you realise how tall he is.
The whole family are so tall. You don't want to hang out with the Tector children. Their parents aren't as tall, but the Tector children towering around you. It's for someone who's 5'3". It's a bit imposing, but a lovely family of cricketers, all 4 of them.
And there's a daughter who plays.
Absolutely, Alice Tector. She's going to be the best. I'm always saying the best of the lot.
Good to hear it. Nicely steered for 1 from Andrew Balbirnie. So 183 is the total that Ireland are chasing. 74 for 2. Balbirnie on 35. Harry Tector on 23. 8 overs gone. This is a terrific reply from the home side. Forecast is good for Sunday. Absolutely outstanding tomorrow. 24, 25 degrees centigrade is forecast. Shot. No run. Tector misses out. The end of the over. That's 9 overs gone. 74 for 2. Oh, would you believe it? Here we are, May the 10th, and we're having a slight drinks break with water because of the searing temperatures here.
Yeah, well,
20 to 6 in the evening.
I mean, I've had to stand up and I'm trying to hide my arms behind my back because I didn't think I needed to put sun cream on. But the sun is now just underneath, and look out, I'm going to get a tan.
Well done. Well, Izzy, when you were captain of Ireland, did you play cricket here? Did the Irish women's team play their cricket here?
A little bit, but no, we played mostly in YMCA. Thank you so much. Some sun cream coming my way. Played mostly in YMCA, which unfortunately is no longer a cricket ground. So that's been a big loss for Irish women.
Shadab, he's on at the city end. He's changed ends. Shaheen, the fielder, at the second attempt. Balbirnie gets 2.
It's interesting that there have been so many misfields, because it's like fielding on a carpet out here in Clontarf. You don't get much better surfaces to field on. Maybe it's just about how quickly the ball travels across the ground.
Two men behind point on that short side, on that offside. Shadab does push it through now and again. And there's two in that sort of strategic positions to save the one. In the air, but there's no one in the inner ring on that leg side, so it's always a single. If Balbirnie, the way he played that, went back to on his stumps, played it leg side.
50-run partnership between these two. A couple of early wickets for Ireland. Lorcan Tucker and Paul Stirling dismissed early. It's better end for Shadab Khan to bowl from. He's not as worried about being hit straight back over his head.
Yeah, that's
much longer to that end.
Quicker this time from Shadab. Spears that into Harry Tector.
Well, these are the overs that Pakistan will try and keep Ireland quiet. It's not so much about taking wickets as putting the pressure on so that Ireland have to go big later on. So it's been a good one so far from Shadab Khan.
Azam Khan wants it. He's appealing for the catch. Balbirnie says, I didn't touch it. And more importantly for Ireland, the umpire says he didn't touch it. Azam Khan went straight up.
Well, umpire Johnny Kennedy didn't move. He was unmoved as well from that appeal. Only the bowler and the wicketkeeper really convinced that was a wicket. No one in the rest of the team seemed moved.
It's gone leg side again. Big hit from Balbirnie. It's 6 to Andy Balbirnie for Ireland. What a good shot that is. End of the over. 10 overs gone. 84 for 2 Ireland.
Well, brilliant timing. Takes it from outside off stump and finds the gap over the boundary for 6. Always a gap over the boundary.
Outstanding reply this for Ireland. Pakistan require 99 in 10 overs. I beg your pardon, Ireland require 99 in 10 overs with 8 wickets in hand. Puts pressure on Pakistan's bowlers to finish the job. They're defending 182.
Well, the other thing to point out is there's 2 set batters out there in the middle. Andy Balbirnie now on 44 and Harry Tector on 24.
Imad Wasim and Harry Tector plays it out just for 1.
It does seem a case of Ireland happy to rotate strike and then when the opportunity presents itself, take the boundary rather than the other way around. And it feels like that's how Pakistan played. They were more sweating on the boundaries and not too keen on rotating strike. Babar
Azam in that extra cover position. He didn't open today, Babar. Came in at 3.
Well, he was in pretty early anyway, though.
He was. Mohammad Rizwan run out. Outstanding fielding from Harry Tector, who's batting now.
I always think it's it's a bonus to have a number 3 who's done a lot of opening, because they're not too stressed if they get out in the first couple of overs.
Well, Pakistan had the luxury. They had Babar coming in at 3 and Fakhar Zaman coming in at 4. And then you've got players like Iftikhar coming in the late middle order, and he's a heck of a good player coming in there, and he can create havoc. He can cause many problems for many bowlers. So Fakhar Zaman and Iftikhar, these batters who can be so destructive. But just have the feeling here that Ireland have just gone a bit quiet. They need boundaries. I think Pakistan will be quite happy here, Izzy, that they're conceding the occasional single. They need a flurry of boundaries here, because that asking rate is going up for Ireland. So if you're a bowler, if you're the Pakistan captain, you're quite happy to concede that single. End of the over. That's 11 gone. It's 88 for 2.
Starts off with a shorter one. Andy Balbirnie places it perfectly and keeps the fielder in the deep interest, but it just keeps leaving him. Well, there's the first of the boundaries you were looking for, Alan.
Well, that's Abbas Afridi out there. And it's a half century for Andy Balbirnie. It's outstanding batting from Balbirnie, holding this Ireland innings together. And now does he press on? 50 from 36. It's a good scoring rate, it's a good return.
It's just been that ability to score 4s and 6s with the sweep shot on the leg side off the spinners that seems to be the thing keeping him at such a good scoring rate.
Tector goes over that deep extra. It's one of his go-to shots. You know, some players are known for a certain shot. That is Harry Tector's. He loves going over that extra because he's got such long arms and long legs.
Yeah, that's what makes him so difficult to bowl to. He's got such long levers, doesn't he? But he makes extra use of them, but doesn't seem to struggle to get down on the sweep shot either. So he's it's not typical in that way for a tall man.
Rizwan, Mohammad Rizwan, who's back into cricket, having missed the New Zealand series with injury, not keeping wicket. Those duties are with Azam Khan. Reverse this time, and it's fine for 4. Harry Tector changing the mindset.
Inventive stuff from Harry Tector. He got this so fine. There's a fielder in third, but he beats him easily. So good inventive batting from Harry Tector. He left it quite late to get into position, but good quick hands. Gets the bat around just in time, and it was the perfect delivery as well.
It's the end of 12 overs, and the 100 is up for Ireland. It's 100 for 2.
Ireland won 100 for the loss of 2 wickets.
8 overs remaining. Ireland require 83. They're 100 for 2.
His last over only went for 4 runs, M.Mairaj seems, so he'll want something similar. Wouldn't mind a few wickets to go along with it, no doubt.
Yeah.
But if he can keep this over quiet, then he'll have done a good job.
He's difficult to get away, is he? He's ideal in these situations.
And he's bowling from the end where it's very short straight. So if you can bowl as a spinner from that end, very valuable. He's making sure he doesn't get too full, bowling very quick left arm spin.
It's his last over too. M.Mairaj. They want to, and they'll get the second as well. It's good running.
Excellent pressure. They were calling it from the beginning. Force the fielder to try and pick up one hand and release quickly, and didn't manage to pick the ball up. So brilliant running between these two. Andy Balbirnie, who's been there from the start, in and out very quickly. Shouts of maybe from Harry Tector, but he realised that quite quickly that they wouldn't be able to repeat the dose.
Just gone 10 to 6 in the evening. In the early evening, I reckon it's the hottest part of the day here now, as the heat is on both these teams. Pakistan will feel that they've got the bowlers to contain Ireland. If Ireland got the belief that they can get this scoring rate, which is heading towards 11 and over, that's why I said, Izzy, that they need some boundaries to bring that run rate down. It's an outstanding spell, this, by M.Mairaj.
Excellent bowling from him, because every over they don't get that run rate makes the required run rate jump. So just 4 from the first 3 deliveries of the over. Ireland needs some boundaries.
Bowled, really well bowled. He's giving nothing here. He's bowling it flat enough so it's difficult for Harry Tector to think about going down the pitch. He's top edge this. It's a catch for Shaheen. Shaheen Shah Afridi takes the catch, and a very good catch it is too. And it's Harry Tector who's on the way back.
Well, he can't quite believe he's done that, Harry Tector, because he's looked so at ease in his innings, but those dot balls, those singles, putting a lot of pressure on him. Decides to go across the line and just too quick. Catches it high on the bat, and an easy catch for Shaheen Afridi. Harry Tector goes for 36, and Ireland are 104 for 3.
Well, Harry Tector is just gone, and that's a big blow, but it means that George Dockrell comes in. Now, George Dockrell didn't bowl in the Pakistan innings, and he's down as a genuine all-rounder, so his batting has got to come to the fore here.
Well, Andrew Leonard's been talking ad nauseum about it, but not a lot of bowlers outside the top 5 getting an opportunity in this Ireland T20 team. But he's been promoted up to number 5. Usually we see him at 6 or 7.
It's the end of the over. 13 gone. It's 106 for 3.